Hey Wonder Friends, today we're going to draw a super cat. We're going to take a cat and turn it into a superhero, and it's going to be very powerful, and we're going to do that right now.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, time for Wonder Friends show! Yeah! Alright!
Alright Wonder Friends, today we're going to draw a cat superhero. Now as you start to draw this character, come up with some sort of name for your cat superhero and come up with a story around it. It'll be a really fun way to help tell your storytelling ideas. Before we get started, I want to remind you two things. Number one, you're going to draw different me. You're going to draw just like you. That is perfect. Number two, you may feel like you messed up or I go too fast and you need to rewind or get a new piece of paper. That's no big deal. Just help yourself to that. Nobody will know anything different. We're going to start with our page up and down, and we're going to start with the head of our character, and we're going to start with just a really simple, it's like C, really is what it is. It's a C. If you turn it this way, you can tell it's just the letter C. We're just flipping it on its head. And I want you to put two A's minus the bridge on each side of that C, okay? Now, we're down here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just draw like a curved W, just like this. So you see it, bloop, bloop, that's all that is. And we're going to put two like little lines just like that off of it. Now, if you really need to know what those are right now, think of it as like if you tie a knot and those ends that come out, like if you're tying a cape around your neck or anything like that, we're just going to use that also with our character. I want you to draw one line down here and one line here just to connect that, and then on the other side of it, just draw very simple block like that. I want to keep this very easy for you to be able to build this character, so that way you can really learn how to draw this well, and then you can make up your own story with this character. And then I'm going to draw just a line across here, just like this. This is nothing more than to give us something to color in later. And then I want to put one line straight here, and I'm going to do a half circle to connect it down there. And I'm just going to put a big C right here in the middle of it. But I'm going to make it a little bit different, right? Just add a little C character, like, you know, Super Cat Man. I don't know what this one is. Like, we'll figure out a name for it. And then we're going to do some legs. I want you to do, again, simple. Just draw some straight lines down. And let's put some ovals at the bottom of those just for some simple legs. Now, if you want to build out your legs a little bigger and all that stuff like that, you can totally do that. There's no right or wrong way to do these types of things. And I want to draw one out just like this, and another line on this side out just like that. And at the end of it, just put yourself some ovals at the end. So now we have our character with their hands on their hips, right? Now we have this tied out here, right? So to show how the cape would work, really what you're going to do is just kind of, you kind of fake it. It's not going to look like it's a real like cape as far as it blowing in the wind. But what we're going to do is we're just going to draw some squiggly lines out that way, and just draw some squiggly lines out the other way, and then just connect them. Just like that. Now, it doesn't look like it right now, but what you'll see once you go to color it and you color in that shape, if it's the same color as the knot here, it will look like a cape, okay? Now for the face, we're gonna draw a straight line across on each side. Just like that. I wanna put just two circles right there in the middle of it, and I'm gonna draw let's put some hairs up there. Let's just give it a couple hairs on top there. And then for the nose, let's have the nose peeking out from underneath this. Those are just like little lines, bloop, bloop, bloop. That's all we're doing. And then for a smile, just draw a little half circle just like that, and let's drop a line down there around with a little bump inside. So now we have it inside of the mouth, and you'll see that when we go to color that. And just go ahead and fill those little circles in inside there for the eyeballs. Now, if you want to do some sort of like one down, one up eyebrow, that kind of shows that little he means business kind of thing. You can do that. If you want to put two of them up, you can do that. If you want to put them both down, you can do that. You can really kind of make this character any sort of way that you want. You can do things like, if we want to put like it's standing on a square, it could be like it's on top of a building that way. You can add in some clouds around. You can really change up this any kind of way that you would like to do it. I want you guys to really start with this character here, and then have some fun with it and creating your own little world around it. If you want to do some stuff like some little jagged lines in here, maybe your cat has like different stripes on it and stuff. These are all ways just to color, add character, stuff like that. Now, speaking of coloring, if you want to color just like me, at the end of this video, I'll post a still image of what my finished colored piece looks like, and you can color just like me, or I'd encourage you to get your markers and your crayons out and just color it any way that you would like to do it. It is your character. You get to create it any way that you want. Now, that is one superhero cat, and I hope you had fun making that. We're going to sign our name on it, so everyone knows who made this awesome piece of art. Hey friends, hope you had a good time drawing the Super Cat. You can feel free to change that cat any way that you would like to. I wanted to show you just a simple, basic way to create a cat character that you could turn into some sort of superhero. Maybe you want to change the belly of the cat and make it a big, huge cat like my cat that I have. She just sits around and sleeps and eats all the time, and she would be like a chubby little superhero. You could change it up any sort. Maybe your cat sleeps all the time, and maybe your superhero cat needs a pillow that carries around. This is the fun part of this, is there's endless possibilities of how you can create the character that you want to create. I want to teach you basic storytelling through characters, illustrations, stuff like that. It's your job to create the rest of the world. Figure out all the stuff that would be part of this world this cat would live in, then draw it, write about it, or just continue to tell the story. Remember, the first time you do it, it may not be exactly what you want, but creating it begins the process of figuring out how to tell a story. It's through being willing to try and figure out what you don't like and change about it to tell the story the way that you want to tell it. It makes it a lot more fun. And be okay with yourself of not knowing exactly how to do it. Sometimes we don't know how to do everything, and if we just try, we get really good at it. Speaking of getting really good at it, make sure you check out the next video where I guarantee that teach you something that right now you may say, I can't draw that, but I guarantee with a little bit of help and some practice, you will master it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!